point number 8 of the order states that the government of NCT of Delhi shall place all material before this court. How does it actually establish equivalence between a tree and a sapling? If you look at the history of compensatory afforestation in our country, it's been really poor. As recent as in April, the Supreme Court questioned the central government, saying that you actually got 90,000 crores to really carry out afforestation, but you've actually spent that money on fixing roads and science labs and street lights. So they collect money in the name of compensatory afforestation, but that afforestation doesn't happen. There's several other case studies that we've seen where there are ghost plantations. So these plantations only happen on paper. The order states that the Union of India and the DDA shall explain the source of water where these trees will be watered. We all know, we've been living in Delhi, that Delhi is almost reaching a Cape Town moment, which means that by 2020, Delhi will not have enough water for its citizens. Right now, of course, there's a Central Groundwater Board has also clearly stated that groundwater table in Delhi, almost 90% of it is in critical or semi-critical condition. So our groundwater is gone, almost gone, 90% gone. Our river, the other only source of water is Yamuna, which is completely black. There is a conflict between Haryana and Delhi in terms of minimum flow and minimum water supply, because of which several colonies anyway are facing a water crisis. And here we are developing South Delhi. We don't know where our water is going to come from. So, if you talk about electricity, for example, I'm not sure how many of you read that news or were aware that last year last month actually, June 28th, in fact, while we were all protesting against the felling of trees, there was a crisis wherefore the Delhi government had to write to the central government that they only had coal for a day and a half, and there was going to be a huge power crisis. We all know that unfortunately Delhi's electricity is because of these, there are these three coal power plants that we have, which is Jhajjar, Dadri and Badarpur. The total daily consumption of Delhi's of electricity is around 6,000 megawatt, and we already have on many days we have a deficit of or a shortfall of around 970 megawatts. So Delhi does not have enough electricity, and whatever electricity it has is all from these coal thermal power plants, which are extremely polluting. And then we are here, right, trying to redevelop and build these mega infrastructures, mostly commercial complexes. Where will the electricity come from? And that is what the court is asking. Landfills, as we've seen our landfills crashing, as the three landfills that we have in Ghazipur, Okhla and Bhalaswa, they all have passed their time, as in they've been overflowing. They collapsed in fact last year, and Delhi doesn't have a land. So 9,000 metric tons of garbage that we actually produce every day, we don't have a place to dump it, and here we are setting up more malls and more residential complexes.